Hey y'all, welcome back to Ghetto Cupid, where we talk real about love, dating, and how not to end up on Dateline. I see you clicking, thinking, Sydney, what kind of foolishness you got for us today? Well, let me tell you, it ain't foolishness, it's survival. We out here trying to find a boo, not become a spooky story for Keith Morrison to narrate. So buckle up, buttercups, because today we getting into the nitty-gritty of home safety when you bring a new fella or lady or whoever you vibbin' with back to your sanctuary, your casa, your sacred space where you walk around with no bra and eat cereal for dinner. Today I'm giving y'all 5 real, slightly over the top, but totally necessary safety tips if you've ever invited a date back to your house after just 1 or 2 meetups. Now I know some of y'all are like, Sydney, it was just a coffee date. Then we went for a walk and he seemed so nice. Honey, Jeffrey Dahmer seemed nice to somebody at some point, okay? We ain't judging the vibe, we judging the potential for foolishness. These tips ain't about being scared, they about being smart. Because let me tell you, the streets is watching, and sometimes the streets follow you home wearing a nice shirt and smelling like success. I know it sounds extra, but girl, evil is out here in designer cologne. And sometimes it's wearing a fake Rolex, but that's a whole other episode. For real though, you gotta protect your peace, protect your property, and most importantly, protect your person. You are a precious gem, a limited edition, a whole queen on her throne, and we ain't letting no random dude with a charming smile and a questionable background check, or lack thereof, come in and mess up the kingdom. So grab your notepads or just listen real good, 'cause class is in session. Let's go. All right, let's dive right into tip number 1, and this one is crucial, y'all. It's the check the bathroom window maneuver. Now I know what you're thinking. Sydney, he just had to pee. What's the big deal? Girl, the big deal is that bathroom windows are notorious for being a weak spot in the fortress that is your home. He asks to use your bathroom, you say, sure, down the hall to the left. He goes in, does his business, comes out, and y'all continue your little chit-chat. But hold up. Pause. Rewind. Look, I don't care how fine he is. I don't care if he looks like he was sculpted by angels and smells like a field of wildflowers mixed with money. If he asks to use your bathroom, you better be doing a covert ops mission in there right after he steps out. Don't just assume your window is locked because you locked it last Tuesday. Assumptions get you got. You gotta be diligent, like a detective on a mission to find out who stole the last cookie from the cookie jar. This ain't no game. So what do I mean by walk in there afterward? I mean, excuse yourself. Say you gotta powder your nose or check if your cat coughed up a fur ball. I don't care what excuse you use, but get yourself in that bathroom. And don't just glance at the window. Oh no, honey. We are doing a full inspection. Get up close and personal with that window. Is it still locked? Did he fiddle with the latch? Is it cracked open even a tiny bit? You gotta be thorough. Don't assume your window is locked. I'm gonna say it again for the people in the back. Don't assume. People get lazy. People forget. And some people out here are banking on you being lazy and forgetful. They count on you being so caught up in their charm or their stories that you ain't paying attention to the little details. But the devil is in the details. And sometimes the devil is trying to unlatch your bathroom window, okay? Go in. Check it. Make sure it's not cracked, open, or tampered with. Look for fingerprints if you want to get real CSI about it, but mostly just ensure that sucker is secure. Is the screen still in place? Does the lock feel loose? This ain't paranoia. This is preparation. Think about it. That window could be his sneaky little escape plan if things go south. Or worse, it could be his re-entry point for later. He could unlatch it, then come back when you're asleep or not home. You'd be surprised what people try. I've heard stories, girl. All right, moving on to safety tip numero dos. So he left. Great. But did you lock the door? No, like, did you lock it and check it? This ain't the time to be casual, sis. Before you dive into the digital world, secure your physical world. Instagram can wait. Your safety cannot. Chapter 3. Tip number 3. Are all your keys present and accounted for, ma'am? Okay, tip number 3. This one might make you clutch your pearls a little, 'cause it sounds like something straight out of a spy movie, but trust and believe it happens. We're talking about your keys, honey. Your precious, jingly access-granting keys. You gotta check your keys. Before he walks out that door, make sure every single one of your keys is exactly where it's supposed to be. Sounds crazy, but it happens. You're thinking, Sydney, ain't nobody that bold, that slick to try and snatch my keys on a first or second date. Oh, but they are, sweetie. Some dudes, and I'm sure some ladies too, are masters of misdirection. They can be charming your socks off with one hand while their other hand is doing a little 5-finger discount on your key ring. It's wild out here. Some dudes are slick. They've got moves smoother than butter on a hot skillet. While you're vibing to some music, or maybe you stepped into the kitchen to grab another glass of wine, or heaven forbid, you left your purse unattended while you went to the bathroom, which, side note, don't do that. That's their window of opportunity. They can be quick, quiet, and devious. While you're vibing or cooking or even going to the bathroom, they could slide your keys in their pocket. It's easy enough, especially if your keys are just lying on the coffee table or a kitchen counter. A quick grab, a slip into the pocket, and you're none the wiser until it's too late. Chapter 4, Tip number 4. Some rooms are VIP only, honey. All right, let's get into tip number 4. And this one is all about boundaries, baby. Physical boundaries within your own home. Don't leave them alone in certain rooms, girl. You don't know him yet. No free roaming privileges. Your bedroom is your sanctuary. It's intimate. It's personal. Think about it. Chapter 5. Tip number 5. Hide your info, turn on your cameras. We're at tip number 5, the grand finale of our Don't End Up on Dateline Home Safety Masterclass. This one is a 2-parter hide personal info and cameras save lives. Yes, honey, it's time to get a little bit CIA in your own crib, but for all the right reasons. We're talking about managing what they can see and making sure you have a record if things go sideways. Take down your mail pile, that envelope with your legal name or child's school info, anything that gives too much about where you live or who you are. We all have that corner, that table, that kitchen counter where mail just seems to multiply like rabbits. But when you're having a new guest over, that mail pile needs to disappear. It's a treasure trove of personal information for anyone with prying eyes. Think about what's on that mail. Your full legal name, your address. Obviously, they're at your house, but still. Sometimes account numbers, information from your bank, your doctor, your kid's school. These are all pieces of a puzzle that a creep could put together. That permission slip for a field trip casually lying on the counter? It tells them your child's name, school, and maybe even their teacher's name. Too much info too soon. And it's not just mail. What about that honor roll certificate on the fridge with your kid's full name? Or that calendar on the wall that shows your work schedule, or when you'll be out of town? Be mindful of the little things that broadcast your personal life and routines. Before your date arrives, do a quick sweep. Tuck away anything that's overly revealing. You're not trying to be secretive, you're trying to be secure. And if you have a camera or home security system, turn it on. This is not the time to worry about whether it's weird to have your cameras on when you have a guest. Chapter 6. Stay safe, not sorry, Ghetto Cupid crew. I know this sounds like a lot, like a whole checklist before you can even offer somebody a glass of water in your own house. But listen, you don't get a second chance when things go left. You just don't. All the I should have knowns or I wish I hads in the world won't turn back the clock if something bad happens. Protect yourself, protect your space. You're not paranoid, you're prepared. And there's a huge difference between the two. Being prepared means you thought ahead, you took precautions, and you valued your safety enough to be a little extra. Drop your own safety tips in the comments, because Lord knows I don't know everything, and we are a community here. If you've had a weird or scary experience, and you feel comfortable sharing, no pressure, share it. Your story might be the thing that helps someone else avoid a dangerous situation. Let's look out for each other out here. The dating world can be a jungle, and sometimes you need a whole village to help you navigate it safely. So let's be that village for each other. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Ghetto Cupid, because we do love with logic over here. We're trying to find that happily ever after, or at least a happily for right now, without ending up as a cautionary tale. So hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and share this video with somebody you care about. Until next time, y'all, stay fabulous, stay discerning, and most importantly, stay safe. Mwah!